Kim's father walked toward Woo Bin, his voice low and cautious, as he asked what was happening. Without offering any explanation, Woo Bin simply told him they could leave. Confused and still shaken, Kim's father tried to press for answers, but Woo Bin insisted that he follow him, already making his way out. With slow, heavy steps, Kim's father trailed behind, his heart still pounding from the fear and uncertainty that had overtaken him in the bathroom. They exited the gas station store in silence. Kim's father glanced around nervously, his eyes scanning the area before turning to Woo Bin to ask whether the men were gone. Woo Bin gave no response and continued walking. His silence only deepened Kim's anxiety. He followed Woo Bin as they approached a vehicle parked nearby, the same car that had been tailing Kim's father earlier. This time, one of the men was standing outside, calmly waiting beside the vehicle. Kim's father came to a halt, his feet suddenly rooted in fear. A wave of suspicion swept over him, and he turned to Woo Bin, demanding to know what was really going on. A dreadful thought crossed his mind. Could Woo Bin be part of the scheme too? Woo Bin turned back to face him, his expression cold and unreadable. He stared at him with piercing eyes and told him, without emotion, that if he truly wanted to survive and seek justice for his daughter, he needed to stop questioning everything and trust him completely. Without another word, Woo Bin resumed walking. Kim's father hesitated, his trust shaken, but the gravity of the situation forced him to follow. They reached the man standing outside the car. He seemed relaxed, even amused, as if he had been expecting them all along. Woo Bin looked at him and told him that he had brought the man they had been targeting. The man stepped closer to Kim's father, eyes narrowing as he studied him, and then let out a quiet, unsettling laugh. Kim's father, now trembling again, barely found the strength to ask what was going on. The man responded with chilling ease. He revealed that his wife had hired them to kill him, planned to have him drowned to make it appear as though he had taken his own life. According to him, the job could have been completed long ago, but Woo Bin's intervention had kept him alive. He turned his gaze briefly to Woo Bin in acknowledgement before continuing. Woo Bin then explained that his wife had offered the assassins 2 million yuan to carry out the murder. To protect Kim's father, he had negotiated with the men, offering them 5 million yuan to abandon the plan. In return, they would deceive his wife with a false report that the mission had been accomplished. It was the only way, Woo Bin explained, to expose and eventually bring her and anyone else involved to justice. The man then turned back to Kim's father and asked if he was willing to pay. Still overwhelmed, Kim's father questioned the truth of their story, wondering how he could be certain they weren't deceiving him. The man let out another short laugh and told him plainly that their only interest was money. They didn't care about justice, morality, or truth, only the highest bidder. Wherever the bigger offer came from, that was the direction they took. With his gaze fixed coldly on Kim's father, the man repeated his question. Would he pay? Or should they go ahead and complete the job they had been paid for? Faced with the harrowing choice between life and death, Kim's father quickly agreed. If paying them was what it would take to stay alive and fight for justice for his daughter, then he was willing to do it, no matter the cost.